Um, I was watching Jan from New York City Saves Money. It'll be a couple weeks ago for y'all probably, or a week and a half or something. Um, and she was talking about peach cobbler dump cake. And it made me think, because I'm going to be making blueberry cobbler here probably this evening. And Mom used to call it poor man's peach cobbler, blueberry cobbler, or whatever. And so I thought that I would add, would talk about that. Um, Instead of milk, you use water. Instead of milk or cream, you use water. You can use a little bit of milk if you want, or a little bit of cream if you want, but um, it tastes good without it. You add a little bit of butter, a little bit of sugar, um, add as much dough as you want. Mom always used canned biscuit dough. Um, and then we used the leftovers for soup beans, and we'd have biscuits instead of cornbread. Um, um, Instead of wasting the biscuits. Um, and It's a recipe that goes back at least to her mom, if not her mom's mom. Uh, if not, and if not further back than that. I want to say it goes back to her mom's mom, but it at least goes back to my mom's mom, if not her mom's mom. And You add whatever fruit you want, and you can even add a mix if you have some that's going to go bad. It's usually when Mom made it when we had a lot of peaches or a lot of berries or something. Um, so just whatever. And I don't think she ever mixed it, or at least didn't very often, but I know that she says that you can. And my aunt has told me that you can, my mom's sister. So I know it can be done. And the reason why I don't give specific measurements is because, like, some people like more water in it, some people like less. Some people like it more like a dumpling, which I know technically cobblers are dumplings, but you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, chicken dumplings is a little bit more soupy than cobbler. But you can make it either way. Me and my stepdad didn't like as much water. My mom liked it a little bit more, and I know some people in the family, because it's a family recipe, and I'm sure other families have thought of it too, especially here in the South, where certain things are plentiful and other things are not so much. But you just some people like a lot of water in it, in fact, and some people don't like hardly any in it. And me and my stepdad liked just a little bit. And you add especially if you're using canned, you can add the juices, and then less water or no water. It's a very versatile recipe. But I make it because and Mom told him the doctors how she made it, and they told her it was a lot healthier than a cobbler, cobbler, if you will, because it's got less sugar, less butter, either little milk or no milk. And I know milk can be healthy, but most of us get more than enough of everything. So, and if you want to add milk instead of water, that's fine. Or half milk, half water. And another thing is the dough will suck up some of that water too. So you have to, especially if you cook it over the stove, you have to watch it. But if you make it in a crock pot, you don't have to watch it as much, but you still have to keep a little bit of an eye on it. Like check on it every couple hours. I wouldn't, if you're a person that works, I wouldn't make it on a day you work a lot of hours. Um, Unless you had somebody that will be home in the meantime, like if you're married or something, you and your spouse work different shifts or part of your shifts overlap to where never more than 2 or 3 hours go by before you've checked on it. And you don't want it to be too watery unless you like a lot of water in it, but I don't think most people do. Then it's more of a dumpling. And like I said, it's a very versatile recipe. And it's healthier than the alternatives. And if y'all want, actually, my next video, it will be about a healthier version of spinach that is healthier. It also tastes good, because if it don't taste good, you're not gonna eat it, or at least I'm not. So, because it has slightly different ingredients than the grease and sugar grease and salt that I grew up hearing about, and how most people made it, and it's good that way too. But if, like, I have COPD, I have diabetes, I have a lot of health problems, so I do tend to eat healthier. But I'm going to wrap this up, since this is the third time recording, as I got off on tangents again. But I'm trying to keep them between 5 and 10 minutes, because less than 5 is just not realistic for me. But anyway, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, comment. Maybe you have a similar recipe in your family, or if you try it, let me know how it went. Okay, bye.